Hello, YouTube. This is Own Soldier 86 coming back to you with part two of the Super Smash Bros. 64 level creation tutorial series. That's quite a mouthful. And we're going to take a look a little harder at the Sonic 2 mod that I'm working on. And I just wanted to take some time to show you what I've done so far with Sonic 2, as well as talk a little bit about designing levels in Super Smash Bros. In general. So from the last video, you could see that we did Emerald Hill Zone, Aquatic Ruin Zone, and Chemical Plant Zone. And these are by no means the final products. We might change these as we go along, and I figure this will be kind of nice because then you can kind of think about with me how the design process works, and how it sometimes takes a few iterations to get it the way that you want it. So these are just a few of the rough drafts I have right now for these levels. Let's go ahead and dive right into Emerald Hill Zone. And we're going to keep these pretty short. One stock. I'm going to be trying to narrate over gameplay here, which will be kind of tough. And the last couple times I've tried this, like Yoshi just died right there. So that's something right away that I should talk about is when you're designing levels for Smash Brothers, you need to be considerate of the AI. Since I mostly play by myself these days, it's really important that you get a system set up where the AI will be able to function, in a reasonable manner. Looks like Captain Falcon did okay, but then he he totally missed the platform there. This is actually kind of unusual. The few times I've actually played this level, the AI has been pretty good, but we just saw the AI totally biff it on that last playthrough. Let's try it one more time. I do like this design, and thinking about making Smash Brothers levels in general, I always like to think of ways that are the layouts can be unique, they can flow, and then, of course, equality between each of the players. If you don't have equitable distances and things, you can cause some players to have advantages over others. So there's a lot of thinking that goes into making a Smash Brothers level, and one of the things that people do often when they make Smash Brothers levels for any game in the series is just copy Battlefield. The Battlefield level, they AI just biffed it again. Wow, this is unusual. Well, anyway, a lot of Battlefield recreations out there because it's easy, it's consistent. Each of the players will have consistency as well as equality when it comes to advantages and disadvantages. But we've seen that Battlefield design over and over and over again, and it's kind of nice to see something a little different. So that's kind of my philosophy when I think about making levels in Smash Brothers: is how can we vary up the design a little bit so we can have a little bit of variety as well as that keep that consistency. Let's take a look at Aquatic Ruin, which arguably might be a little bit more akin to that Battlefield mentality of everything's being equal. I mean, it's completely symmetrical. We have the same exact design on the left side as we do on the right. Just a little slight variation in like the background, in basically just the difference between having a shield monitor over here versus having a signpost over here, as well as the little bit of background textures there. So I don't know. I think there's something to be said about having good symmetry, but also having some asymmetrical aspects to the level might be kind of nice too. This is replacing the Hyrule level, and as you can see, there is a tornado there. We will talk about that as we dig more into creating the levels. Each of the levels that you replace are going to have stage hazards. And if you are really familiar with Smash Bros. 64, you will know all of these stage hazards and how they're going to come into play when you create your own levels. So, for instance, we just saw the tornado there. There actually is a stage hazard for Peach's Castle, which is the bumper, but you did not see that because I buried that within the geometry of the level. So that's two of the levels. We'll talk a little bit more about the final level in just a second.